Bubbles! Bubbles! Oh shit! Bubbles! Hi! Yo, pirate! I am doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hope everybody's having a great freaking day. I'm excited about this one. I'm really, really, really excited. I don't know. I hope so.
We'll find out in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at you. You're looking gorgeous.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know neither. Make sure whatever you have is deactivated. Why are you trying to share your stream, bro?
I'm not. That's not what I was trying to do.
Oh, I'm like, is there something we need to be watching?
Yeah. Are you sharing with the class?
If you haven't played Detroit Human, bro, I'm playing. I started it again.
Yeah.
Where is this cable?
Yeah, because there's so many. There's like there's at least 100 different outcomes of this fucking game.
Oh wow.
Where is
Yeah.
this camera at? One of these is my camera back here. So many USBs.
So many. We're having some testicle difficulties. This is what happens when you let Double A go on his own. Oh,
Hey.
oh, rodeo turning on. Nope, nope. Psych. Oh, rodeo turning back on. And nope.
It's musical USBs. Now my mouse is all jacked up.
Oh man.
Hey,
Pirate, how's everything going with you? How you doing?
I fixed it.
Crack the whip on Double A.
Hey, you got my Xbox.
Hey, unplug your camera and plug it back in.
Oh.
Let me get my
That's bad.
Ugly
Nice.
ass pillow out of the way.
All right.
I think I
was
need to
sleeping.
scoot. I think I need to scoot the desk another 10 feet that way.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh. Shouldn't you think you should turn or bring the camera to your right? I think that way.
I can't put it on this monitor because there's no frame around it.
So just get yourself
Watch.
a tripod type of thing,
Watch
Oh.
this.
a camera thing,
Why did my camera shut off?
because you touched it.
Hmm.
For anybody that
least-
don't know, for most people that are we got 8 teeth coming in. Let's go, baby sunflower. She's ready to eat them. Eat some meat. Because you have to touch. Hey, Bubbles. I want you to stay around, but I know you've been really busy taking care of the kids
Sunflower?
and Swerve. But I want to let you know that next week is going to be a women's night. As you can tell, today is it's going to be Daddy's edition. But I'm not saying no females allowed. I want as many people as possible to be here. But my cousin,
Way up.
my cousin, she's gonna come around. She has a 9-month-old baby that she kind of just recently had, and she wanted to come in and talk about it. No, I'm not kicking nobody out. I'm just saying, just giving you a heads up that Mom's Edition is going to be. Shouldn't it be Mom's Edition for Women's History Month next week? Next week is going to be Mom's Edition because my cousin wants to come and talk, and she says she's been through a whole lot of her pregnancy, of her childbirth. This is her first child, and she really wants to talk about it. So I want to do it that way. So next week is definitely going to be Mom's Edition. So maybe the wife might come around. I know my cousin's coming around. I mean, as long as you're not whipping them out and measuring on stream. No.
Kenny will put us all to shame.
Nope,
we
we're
know this.
I was
we're
gonna
gonna
say I
keep
lost.
we're gonna keep it in. Stay tuned
Smart.
for the
That's on
other
OnlyFans.
yeah. Stay tuned for the other stream site. And that's where we'll measure it.
Hang on. I need to take feet pics for that for you. Hold on.
So thanks, Bubbles. So if some of you don't know what today is parenting. It's Real Talk episode Who Knows What, parenting edition. But this is for not for dads, but this is going to be for our opinion on dads, because like I said, next week we're going to do moms, and we're going to have a few moms in here. I'm going to have to try to figure out how to fit some people in here and try to figure out the headphone set, how we could put 3 headphones in this. Can I do that somehow?
Within what?
Uh,
Like one mic for 3 people?
Everybody could yell in this one. I'm just saying for like headphone wise, so they could hear whoever's talking.
Just get a
when-
splitter.
Yeah, you can get a splitter.
Oh.
Or you can.
I don't know.
I'm
I'll
trying to think
figure
of
it out.
another thing.
I'll figure
Yeah,
it out.
you're
They got phones, right?
Discord on the
So-
phone.
Discord on the phone, or Twitch on the phone, or
They
get a
can-
splitter.
Yeah, they can mute themselves in on the phone and then use the one mic to speak through.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so one of the things that throughout my time of being a parent, one of the biggest compliments that I've ever had was people come up to me and be like, "I didn't even know your kids were even here." Okay, yeah, great, thank you. My kids, if it's one thing, my kids are well behaved, well mannered, um, and I am very proud of that one, because if you've seen some of these kids nowadays, or even just kids, period, they're jumping all over the place. They don't give a shit about other people's furniture, other people's stuff. Don't ask, don't say thank you, don't say anything. And I'm like, what the hell? It's like, hey, take care of your damn kid. Um, and that's why I said I'm super proud of how my kids have been brought up, has been raised. Um, Sometimes I feel like I'm too tough sometimes, but it is what it is. But that's one thing that I'm super proud of. But I kind of jumped way too far because the way I wanted to go to this one is I want to um, start talking about how our parents raised us, type of thing, and see how from their parenting to us has that affected, how did that affect you as a parent now? You get what I'm saying?
It was a great cornerstone of what not to do.
Well, there's a whole bunch, right? So there's a whole bunch of like what they did that was absolutely awful, what they did that was absolutely great, or what they didn't do, or anything like that one. Like what about double A? I'm going to talk to you, then I'm going to go to rodeo. Double A, what did your parents do growing up that really stuck to you or really made you the kind of person that you are? Like you were like, man, this is freaking awful, or that was like the best thing I ever learned, or how did they raise you?
So my parents were divorced for a while. So when I was at my dad's, it was he always deployed either with a squadron or with DevGru, right? So he ran the house.
CK, thank you so
just like
much.
he would the
Appreciate
ship.
you. I love you.
Did I cut out?
Nope, that was me. I'm sorry. CK,
Oh, okay.
CK just rated. Hey, CK, if you want to join us, I think you'll be absolutely awesome to come into this one. We're talking about parenting, and you're a single dad with a female. So if you're down, you're more than welcome to come join us.
But dad would he didn't believe in like grounding us. He would always physically beat us. So push-ups. One time, one thing that always stuck out to me growing up, I was 11, maybe 12. I left my towel in the bathroom. Okay. And my dad asked me what time I showered. I told him. Towel had been on the floor 15 minutes. He picked up the towel, soaked it in the water, in the bath water, for the same amount of time that it was on the floor. Then he made us stand just like this, both me and my brother, who's 4 years older, with it draped across. And we had to stand there for another 15 minutes. So it was just crap like that, which I haven't done to my kids. My kids are 8 and 5. One thing that he did well, though, was make sure I understood how the world somewhat works. Like, it's okay that people are a different religion, different culture. You know, you don't need to look down on somebody because of those things, which isn't really taught this day and age, right? People are like, oh, stay away from that person. They're a bad kid. But you can always learn something
Thank
from
you,
the bad
CK.
people in your life.
I appreciate you.
Can
Thank
always
you so
learn something
much.
from the good
I love
people in your
you.
life. Your mic's muted.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you. I was saying thank you to CK. He subscribed to me. But okay,
But yeah,
So you grew up in a military household, military upbringing. Old school, kind of sounds like very old school military upbringing.
oh yeah.
So I'm going from the way that looks on you, or what you're saying. grandpa was probably in the military too.
Every male.
So yeah, so that's what it sounded like, and so yeah, that's exactly what it ended up sounding like. The only punishment came from being smoked or being taken care of military style, um, and so the way you upbring your kid is not much of
No, thank you.
uh, not much of a um. How do you discipline your kids then? I guess that's probably the best way I could honestly say.
So that's the best part is we rarely have to discipline our kids.
Okay.
Like when we need to, it's we secure all the fun items in the house, right? We send them to the room and then we bring them down. We explain why they messed up, how they can be better, and then we make them like if they're being aggressive towards each other, hitting and fighting, they hate it, but we make them say I'm sorry. They hug each other. There's been days where I've threatened to put them in the hug me shirt, which I'll just go get one of my big shirts and it's on standby. Have I ever had to use it? No. Do I want to? No. Because my kids know that when they mess up and we call them on it, it stops the behavior. I don't have to rule and scream and yell and make them do push ups. It's not effective. Granted, growing up 40 years ago, you were either big and dumb or smart and tiny,
Mm-hmm.
But why can't they be both? Why
Of
can't
course.
they be smart and strong? Like my kids offer to help out around the house. Like, and that still blows my mind because I wasn't like that as a kid. I was like, nope, you got to tell me. To this day, you still got to tell me what needs to be done.
So
Drive my wife nuts.
so with the upbringing, unless you were told you wasn't, or like with your kids now, you say the kids help out around the house. Is that's without being told? They just say, "Hey, we're
They
going."
just do it.
And what is it that they do?
They'll help do the dishes, the laundry. They'll help clean up. My son helps me chop wood when I'm back there. He's 8.
Nice.
How many
So,
kids do you know will do that?
uh, very few, very few. Just the fact that you're saying that your kids will do things without being told is absolutely phenomenal. It's just that's just you creating great habits. Creating great habits. And this is one thing I definitely tell the wife about. Our job is for us as parents is to create good habits for our children when they grow bigger. Because if you're one of those parents that just nonchalant and don't get on your kids and they're always jumping around, throwing shit around, doing all that other stuff, you're creating that habit. So when they get older, they're going to continue doing it. They think it's okay. So
Right.
once they really get older and they're out the house, guess what? Their house is going to look exactly that same exact way, and we don't want that
Exactly.
one. But Rodeo, what about you?
No dad. Uh, he died when I was like 12, I think.
Mm.
Uh, but he was never in our life anyways. So it was pretty much the consistent of random boyfriends and stuff like that coming to the house. Um, most of the time, my mom was working 3 or 4 jobs just to put food on the table. She had 3 badass kids, and we're all within the same age. So she's constantly working. So most of the time, it was either we were with family members or we were at home alone because back then it was okay. So most of the time, I just spent my time either outside playing with my friends or playing on my video game system. I really didn't do much. As far as parenting wise, I didn't know what the hell to do. I spent like $1,000 just going to a parenting class just to learn how to do things, and it really didn't do nothing because I was like, first night my daughter was home, I didn't know what to do. She was crying. We didn't know. We went to the store, and my aunt, my mom, and my other aunt, when they went to the store and bought like 6 or 7 different types of bottles and nipples and stuff because the baby wouldn't drink or eat food. So I was flipping out. So my first day as a dad, like officially in the house, was a total nightmare. I did have my baby's mama there at the time, but after so on and so forth, she ended up becoming unfaithful, and then me and her split up. She didn't have a job, so I was like, I'm taking care of the kid. You want to be in the child's life, you're more than welcome to, but you have to make that choice. As far as disciplinary stuff, I call it the dad voice. So I take care of my mom and I take care of my daughter. My mom lives with me, so she does a lot of helping. So it's great to have an experienced parent to help me, and plus all my other family members, my aunts, they all help me and stuff. So I wouldn't be able to do it without them, like honestly. But now that I have 9 years under my belt, my daughter understands stuff. She's just like every other kid. She can be hyper, she can be active, she can have fun. But when you're saying, "Hey, you need to listen, chill out. I know it's exciting. You need to listen," she'll do it. Sometimes, just like kids getting up for school, they don't want to get up for
Titties for
school.
the
They don't want to take
titties.
out the trash or do the dishes or something. We have that, but once I break out the dad voice, there's nothing. I don't think I've ever had to spank my kid. Like maybe just to, tell her, hey, smack her hand not to touch that, just to get out of the way. But other than that, I don't like I was beat as not my mom didn't beat me, but my mom's boyfriends beat me. A
Mm.
guy thought I stole my mom's boyfriend thought I stole $1 from him, and the dude beat me with the belt across my head, like, and told my mom I fell down the stairs. So you can see my mom's selection of men. Um, I was born in a family of women mostly. I was the first male until my cousin was born, and I was already out of the age of where I'm growing up, and he's just now coming. So I didn't really have any kind of father figures or anything like that. So pretty much what I tried to do, you watching all the movies you see, you just I kind of did what the movies did. I kind of implemented movies and what did I want as a father? What did I want my dad to be? Because I didn't have one you know so I was like, what do I want? So I try to do that for her, try to give her the love that she wants, the support that she wants. But there's just being a single dad to a daughter is that's not in my realm. Even though I've been with women, they're crazy, you don't know what they do. they're they do their own thing, but um I mean,
It's
I
putting
feel
it
like
lightly.
I gotta
but
watch
no,
what I
like,
say about women and my wife, because she's
yeah,
sitting
you're
right in front of me right now watching the stream.
yeah,
So she gave me those eyeballs. Say something, I'm gonna cook you. So it's like,
but no.
so everything of course is learning. It's learning from the get go, because I've always said it with so many things. No child is the same. No child, no matter how many kids that you have, you are rare to find that two of them are exactly the same. You're not going to find them.
Yeah.
So the way you end up disciplining them or talk to them are going to be completely different, um, both ways. So me, I grew up with just women. My mother, my aunt, my grandmother. Then my sister came around, and my it was just it was always women around me all the time. Um, and my father was never in the picture from day one. He was never in the picture. Um, and growing up, it's always been my mother. She worked quite a bit, or she still lived her life the way she wanted to live her life, and I kind of pretty much had to grow up as best as possible. Oh man. So I had to grow up as best as possible. On my own. Um, so for me, when it came to parenting and being a husband, I've always said this isn't what I want to be. Um, I've told myself, every single time that I came in, or I even thought about a relationship or anything like that one, I I always told myself I never want to be like my father. I never want to be like my father and mother. I never want to have a broken relationship. I never want to have a broken household. I want me and my wife and my children. That's what I want, and nothing else. I always said that I always want to be a part of my kids' life as much as possible. Um, I've always said I want to do everything for them, and not. I don't want them not to feel loved. Um, so when it did come to being a parent, I I didn't know what to do, especially when it came to girls. I didn't know what the hell to freaking do. As in, like, how do you love? How do you love? Basically, I just didn't know how to express love to to the children. It was always rough for me because I was a boy. It just everything's always rough for guys. It just all we know is rough. Um, oh, Burlock's here. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you, so figure I'd ask.
figure Double A would pay attention, but he ain't paying attention for shit.
It's
Um,
okay.
My cat, I got stuff breaking all over the place.
but for me, it's been really hard, and it still is. Love is the action of putting someone else's ahead of yours. Love is such like for me, love is that's a great definition for it. But love for me, it just it's so many meanings in my point of view. I think there's no one definition of love. I truly don't believe it. Because you have love and in love. It's two complete different things in my eyes. But going back for me, I was like, I didn't have a dad. My mom was barely there. So me trying to know how to deal a relationship or even act right in a relationship, trying to figure out what to do, how to show love, and how to be the right boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or whatnot. It was strange.
Oh,
I guess you could
girlfriend.
say strange. Yeah, I was about to. It's kind of strange. So and then now, kind of growing up without the dad part of it, it just uh, you don't know the whole discipline part. You don't know how to discipline or what's too far to be in discipline. Hey, get away!
I like that shirt.
But
My daughter wants it.
She saw it too, huh?
my uncle told my wife and me that our marriage would work no matter what happens, as long as we, the other person, me and the other person, was more important than ourselves. And I'll get back to that one. That's been true every time we had an issue. It was because we things were out of order. Okay, so I'll go to that one because if I don't go to that one, I'll completely forget. TBI is an awful thing, so I'll completely forget. Um, so putting yourself in front of somebody else, it's good to a certain point in time. One of the things that I've always said, love yourself. Like, right? Love yourself like no one's watching. You have to put yourself first. Period. Even when it comes to the children, even when it comes to your spouse, you have to put yourself first. Because if you're constantly doing things for other people, if you're constantly doing trying to make other people happy, your children happy, your spouse happy, your mother, your father, your uncle, your brother, if you always try to put them happy, the last person that's going to be happy is going to be you. And then if that's the case, if you start getting like all the burden and everything put on your shoulders, and everything just going to feel like you are the everything to hold everything together, you're going to break down really fast. You're going to start feeling when is it your turn, who's going to take care of you when you're down, and of course that's where the spouse comes in. But sometimes, most of the time, you have to make sure that you're happy before anything else, and I think that comes to the parenting as well too, because if you're in a complete shit mood and everything's going completely shitty for you, you're just going to carry that over to the rest of everybody else, to your children, and those aren't things you want to really. I'm not saying that every single day is going to be a perfect day in the eyes of your family, because it's sure no fucking ain't. Um, but you want to avoid as much things as possible. Um, One thing that I've tried to tell my wife, um, when we're parenting, do not contradict each other in front of the children. That is the one thing that I
They will
definitely
take
say.
advantage of that.
Do not contradict yourselves in front of the like if I say something and you're like, but did I? No, nope, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. It's like the one thing that me and the wife do a lot is if the child asks me, I'll talk to your mother. child asks her, I'll talk to your dad. We'll go somewhere private. We'll talk to each other, and then we'll make that decision. Because if I don't like the idea, she might like the idea. I have to tell her. So instead of avoiding all that, oh, dad sucks or mom sucks or dad's always taking my side, mom's not taking my side. It doesn't put you against like who's better the parent, who's better parent. We come to an agreement and we talk. And that's one thing as a parent I truly do 100% agree on doing. Can you stop staring at me? I just feel your eyes be like my
You-
wife's here.
They're judging us.
She
Yeah,
might as well come on this. She might as well come on the show.
I'm telling you, if you want to come sit next to me, so you can. Hey, look at the blanket.
Yeah, look at the
Yep.
blanket.
It was mine for about a week.
But so growing up without a dad, I think for me, I think it affected me. I'm not really sure. Um, but I noticed in my life that I'm going to lay down, Kenny. Mother Nature's kicking my ass. Hey, Bubbles, you have a great nap. Take care of yourself. We'll be here for a little bit. Thank you for chilling. Chilling out. Not having a dad and not having mom around a lot. I think I think that took an effect to me because I'm always looking for. All right, Bubbles. I'm always looking for. Is it confirmation or more of like acceptance? It just I'm always looking for affection in a way. No matter where it is, and I think that's why I'm always trying to do the best thing for people, because I'm always trying to look for their love, because I really didn't have it, and it took a lot for me to really see that one. Just like how some of these girls are, when dad's not around in the picture, a lot of girls have daddy issues, as in like they want to find an older person, and it doesn't matter who they are as long as that guy is giving them attention. If you're really trying to look at it and look at all the girls and just trying to see, okay, this one's always going for this person and always going for that person, find out if they have a dad in the picture. I could almost guarantee dad was never in the picture, or dad was a complete shitbag, and she's having a daddy issue and always looking for um, a father figure in her life in a way, just to fill that gap. And I'm wondering if the same thing kind of happens for guys. Um, if guys run into that, always looking uh, for me, again, for me, it was just I was always looking for some kind of approval from people, some kind of love from people, guy or girl. I just want to make everybody happy, and I'm wondering if it's because my parents weren't too much in that picture. I don't know what you guys think about that.
That works both ways.
You sure? I mean, it could be. Yeah. I mean, your mom. You didn't have your mom. You wanted. Everybody has a mama's boy. It'd be the same kind of thing.
My mom wasn't as good of a mom when I was younger. So up until I was 16, I would say, she wasn't that good. She was always working. She was never around. I was stuck at home with my grandfather, who all he wanted to do was sit around in his underwear with no shirt on playing poker.
Mm. Probably like, hold
Yeah.
on, what?
And that's just how he was. He was a Vietnam vet. He didn't really want to mess with people, and he kept to himself. And Quaden can attest to that.
So, Relax. Welcome to everything, or welcome to the chat. Um, the a new guest of ours. We'll be seeing a lot of people's faces here, and everything that people could relate to. Everything, like I said, always at the end of this, if you find a relationship with any of these faces, and you ever want to reach out and talk to, because at the end of the day, this is our goal, is to make sure that everybody knows that you have somebody to talk to. Period.
Right.
You don't have to be veteran. You don't have to be part of the military. You could just be somebody that needs somebody to talk to. And there's always going to be a rotation of people's faces here. So if you ever find that you could relate to somebody or you want to talk more to somebody, you can always contact me. These guys will put their links in the chat. You can always go to them and find them. But please always know that you have somebody here. So at that one, let us know about how you were kind of raised up in a way, or I'm going to safely assume that you are a father.
Yeah, safely assume that I'm a father.
I'm just
No,
saying.
I don't have any kids yet. I'm trying.
Are you? That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, we're getting married in November, so.
Woo! Horrible mistake. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
She's not in here, don't worry.
How old are
Chocolates
you?
Fly by.
How old am I?
Yeah,
29.
Giggity.
29. Double A. How old were you when you got married?
We were 23 when we got married, right?
And how
Yeah.
how old you when you had your first kid?
23.
23.
It happened the same year.
Oh, hello. Working quick. Rodeo, what about you? How old were you when you had your
never-
kid?
Never married, but 22 is when I had my daughter.
22. Okay. So I had my first kid at 20. My oldest one is 16, and my youngest one is 13, and youngest one's about to be 14 next month, and June to be 17. So I got some kind of years. Brother, so you are going to get married this year, and you want to have a kid soon.
Yes.
So you said you're trying. So are you sure you want to try before you get like married? Because that's gonna be a hell of a freaking try to fit in a wedding dress.
Oh, well, no.
It can be done.
It definitely can be done. Hold on, time out.
Well-
DB, appreciate the 5 gift, and I love you, brother. Thank you so much. Oh no, yeah.
So we
and Black, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. Okay, go.
So we gotta think about it like this, right? She's older than I am.
Okay.
She's 34, turning 35 this year. So, the time's ticking down.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I want to be able to,
Then what are you doing sitting here?
not be too old to, do shit with my kids.
I completely understand that one. That's how the stuff that we, me and my wife talk about. We are so happy that we had our children at such a young age, because we get to now. Like I said, I am about to be 38 this month, and we get to enjoy so much with the children. And again, I am 38 years old. I'm young. I'm hurting. Thank you, military. But I'm still young. I still get to enjoy and kind of relate to them in a way. So I completely hear you on the whole wanting a kid before you get any older. But so with that one, I guess I can honestly say, and anybody thinking about having a kid, listen to all the words. Don't listen to just one, because my child now, my 16-year-old child now, and my youngest one, they're fucking yin and yang. They're complete freaking opposites. Complete opposites. So here comes the parenting wise. Like I said before, thanks Deb for the alert. For the parenting wise, my oldest one, I could talk to her and raise that dad voice, and she listens. My youngest one, she brings she's I might have to close a fist for her, but that's why I say it's complete opposite kids. I think my oldest one, I really never had to do any kind of spanking wise. My youngest one brought it out. My youngest one brought it out. So, and again, they go from one thing to another. Um, Now my oldest one, again, 16 years old, sometimes I definitely have to check her because of she's like, okay, little witch, you forget whose household you're in right now. So I'm not one of your friends that you could come talk to and talk the way you think you could talk to me. So you're gonna have to respect me. And that's one thing that my biggest advice when you have a kid: do not treat them like a friend. Don't treat them like a damn friend. Like, you gotta be friendly, but not as a friend, because you start putting that relationship off to the side. They'll start treating you like a friend, start acting and talking to you a certain kind of way. Like, no, some bitch, you are my kid, and I will beat you like I own you because I do. Um,
Like a redhead stepchild.
I just finished Kenny's. Yes, I'm going to. Hey, like I said, like a few streams before, um, Drunken Bastard has a link in my Discord. If you guys like nice fresh beef jerky,
Oh, I like putting meat in my mouth. I'll have to order some.
Venice. I think he does venison. I'm not really sure.
Venison.
But he has a lot of flavors, so go check that out in the Discord. Um,
I'm waiting.
yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, parenting is just it's an emotional roller coaster, just like everything else. It's such an emotional roller coaster. I couldn't imagine doing it by myself. Because again, I truly do believe kids need a mom and a dad. I truly do believe it. I see a big humongous difference when you have a mom and dad in the picture. I think so. I don't know about you, but I think so.
I wouldn't know, but I would agree. Because not having the one, I wouldn't know. There's just things I don't know. Like having a father could have taught me things I would have not made the mistake of making if I would have had that figure. Um, so yeah, I agree.
Little pole.
Same thing without having a mother. I don't know what's gonna happen when my daughter hits the time of the month. Huh,
Panic.
exactly. Like she's 9 years old. That's only a couple more years before she becomes a woman in some people's eyes.
Right.
Daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair
Ah,
to change my
changed my
underwear.
underwear. Huh, Austin Powers.
I hate Jay. I hate Jay with a beard. I hate Jay. Um, but it just okay. Double A, do you have? You said you have boys. You have a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's the difference between having the boy and then having the girl?
Well, for me, my daughter's just like me. She's got my mouth. She's got my sass. She's got my attitude. And looks like my wife. My son, on the other hand, is the opposite of me, but looks like me. Okay, he's easier than her because she's super sweet right now, but you ask her to do something, and she'll, you know, depends on her mood. You could either get, oh, okay, daddy, or what? No. Or you go to walk into the kitchen to get a drink, and this one's yelling at you to not go grazing for food.
Boys are easier than girls. Okay,
And my son's just like, okay, you can eat that, whatever. My son doesn't care.
so your boy is just a very go with the flow kind of kid. The other one's more of it depends on what side of the bed she rolled out of.
Yep.
So in situations as in like uh she like you were like wait no, how do you correct her little sassiness on there?
Yeah, that depends on what kind of mood I'm in at that point.
Oh shit.
Because it's hard to discipline your kid when your kid is acting just like you.
Mm.
And you're trying not to laugh because you're like, that's what mom meant by you're gonna pay for this when your kids are born.
I was just about to say that. You remember that saying?
Yep.
Let me ask you multi kids a question, multi parent kids, if that makes sense. Do you have a favorite?
No.
Why?
Okay,
Just it's
so
always a question I always ask a parent.
a
Do you have
lot
a
a lot
favorite?
of people. Okay, so it's not. Do you have a favorite? It's one. Do you bond more than the other? Because you're gonna have, um, you're gonna have that. You're definitely going to. Because okay, they do even if they separate, they need to work together. Still, children grew up. Mother constantly bad mouth. My father, an alcoholic. She married another man who was an alcoholic. So his kids because they were yeah, so it's like this is where I was saying kids you create habits. And if the kids are constantly going to be seeing this one, this is what they know is the right thing to do, and it takes a special kind of kids who realize be like, I don't want that, I don't want that whatsoever. But so I don't have a favorite, but I have one that I bond and relate more to, and that is my oldest one. I am, or I was a jock. I love sports. I love creating things. I love art. I love um, dealing with people. I love I love fighting around. I like wrestling. I love rough play. My oldest one is me to a damn T. It's she's sassy, she's a smart mouth, she's funny, she loves sports. That's the one that does the weightlifting, then gymnastics. She used to do gymnastics and all this other stuff. So it's not that she is my favorite, it's just me and her could bond more. My youngest one, she's not into any of that. She's not really in, like, she is a troll. If you allow her to stay in her room, she will stay in her room and do absolutely nothing.
Right.
And I hate it with a passion. But I do have great times with her. I do love spending a lot of time with her and playing with her because when we do, it's great. It's absolutely great. But I have a question for you guys. Really, it's really off the subject though. But if you pour ice water on a hot dog, does it become a chili dog? But on that note, so
Wow.
you gonna get a few of these throughout the whole entire time. Sorry guys, it's a dad cast. Why not do a dad joke? So it just that's the whole not be having a favorite. It's just one that we could relate to the most. And I think double A, I could probably say it's the girl. Yeah. And then again, where's the love between the kids? Do you see the son going to mom more, or do you see like how does that go? Do you think the kids like go to both parents equally?
Depends on what it is.
I wouldn't know.
Because I
My
got you.
my kids go to my wife more,
Well,
mostly because she's here more.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
I guess if you can see, like my mom as a mother figure to my daughter, she definitely goes to my mom more and latches to my mom because they have a bond together.
Okay.
Because my daughter has been in my mom has been in my daughter's life ever since she was little. There was a time where I was gone for like the first year of my daughter's life because I was getting like stationed at different prisons, doing different training exercises and stuff, and I just couldn't be at home. So I did miss a lot of my like daughter's first, or I missed her first birthday and like a little bit after that. So yeah, it was definitely rough.
So I'm getting again. The kids are coming to dad more. But with Country Girl, could it be because dad's always working, so you're the one that's always doing the disciplining? Do you think that could be the reason why they always end up going to her, going to him more than you? Because at the end of the day, they're always with you all day long, and you have to discipline and teach them and do everything that they don't want to do. Because I know for me, I think the kids. I don't even want to say the kids. I think my youngest one comes to me a little bit more because my wife's always doing the whole disciplining thing with her. So she might come to me looking for the happiness and all this other stuff without getting yelled at. But then again, that's why I say it. Just you never want to contradict each other in front of the children, because you don't ever want to give that one. So that's where I'm wondering if that's the case. If the kids end up choosing which parent to go to because of that reason. I wonder with that one. There was something that I wanted to. Oh, okay. The
Oh,
parenting.
I just gotta say this right quick.
Yeah,
Hydrate.
mother flower. So, okay. On a hydrate. How do you stop an astronaut baby from crying?
How?
You rock it.
Eh,
Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. Um, yeah, I know, right? So how do you think? Okay, so you've been double A. You've been a parent for what? 10 years?
8.
8 years. Rodeo been a parent for 9 years. Um, I think that gives it. Okay, what is your opinion on having all this technology to these kids right now?
It's good and bad. It's just gotta be
yeah,
wielded correctly.
I can say both. Good and bad.
Good and bad. As
Good
in,
and
like, okay, well, so when you see this, I don't know, this 2-year-old kid with a damn tablet at the dinner table.
Yep. Nope.
We don't really do dinner tables. Kind of just
I'm,
eat.
I'm just saying, technology
But no,
success.
I mean, like if we're at like a restaurant and stuff, I mean, I don't mind it. It keeps the kid quiet. If we're at like a restaurant, but like if we're actually trying to have a dinner. Oh,
That's a big no.
do what?
No
Oh,
electrics
sorry.
at the table.
Yeah, yeah. So like if we're having like a together like an event with somebody, normally we would hold on, I gotta get the dog. Normally we would, be talking and having fun, but other than that, like if they're at a restaurant, I don't think so. I think it's fine.
So here's okay. So country girl, you're on the younger aspect of it. DB, again, I'm pretty sure I am still the oldest one in this area. Uh,
Hmm.
I
You are.
shut the fuck up. Damn it. Shut up. Um, I okay. Hold on, future dad, right here. What is your opinion on it? Okay, so a lot of the time that I prefer not to have technology, but at times it does help. Probably youngest one. Okay, so what your opinion on that one?
Well, I mean, I have a little niece, and I have experience with dealing with the kids. She's 3 years old now, and her mom likes to sit her with like a phone if she's in like a car or something like that, and keep her entertained. But there's certain points where you shouldn't be doing that, right? You shouldn't be doing it at the dinner table. Shouldn't be doing it church, family events, stuff like that. Treat them like you're supposed to be spending time with your family, not on your phone. And if you start them with that low, like still like when I see people that are like TV's TV's a reward or TV's something like that. I, yeah, it's a reward, but it's not at the same time. Like it's just relaxation.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and also like sometimes that's the only way that's gonna keep them quiet. You're gonna sit them down in front of a TV, let them enjoy the shows, but limit it to a certain amount of time.
So it's like I think like anything else in this world, too much of anything is a bad thing. And everything's in moderation. Everything has to be in moderation.
Yes,
Um,
moderation.
but
Yeah.
for me, it's like it's adults. It is the time and age of technology. This is a big time and age of technology. I hate I on a car ride. We're going on a car ride. Yeah, the fucking go ahead, go play with the your tablet. Go do all this other stuff. But I don't. I hate it in a way. I hate it. I hate the technology of it. I hate like can we have a car ride and we all have conversations? Can we be at a restaurant table? What's up?
Is it only because you hate it is because you didn't have it when you were a kid, so you're accustomed to what you
I'm
did
all
have?
about gadgets. I'm all about gadgets. I'm all about technology. I love the technology. I love um, I love the tablets. I love the cell phones. I love the computer. I love all that one. I really do. Um, but I do love quality time. I love the quality time. I love spending the time with each other. I love having deep conversations with each other. I that's things that I like. So when I see a 2 year old little kid crying for the tablet, um, and when they get the tablet, they shut up. It just I'm like you just created a habit. So when they get older, guess what? The first thing that they're going to want to do is stay on their phone. Stay on the phone, stay on the tablet, do all that other stuff. Instead of having a conversation, instead of trying to talk it out and trying to figure things out, they're going to want the tablet. Let me see the muscles. Let me see the muscles. Show me the muscles. Yeah. um, but that's what I really hate because I have. What happened? I just missed it.
He's just like sword behind him.
Oh,
It's
so
my fidget toy.
so it's like I hate it. Like I have friends that have their kids and like instead of talking to their kids and trying to calm them the hell down, they'll just throw their phone or throw a tablet at them. Do you have a 3D printer?
Yeah.
Do you have a 3D printer?
Yes,
Oh my god, I've been seeing those dragons everywhere. I want one. Oh, those are so awesome.
the crystal black dragon,
Oh god,
and
here we
then
go.
this one is a glow in the dark filament.
Oh, that's awesome.
How long it take?
Those are anal beads. Don't let them lie to you.
It takes a day and a half to print.
Okay.
Dude, that would freaking hurt, man.
Oh,
Like, come,
there's a
look
lot
at
of
that.
spikes in there. There's a lot of spikes. But yeah, I hate when the first result is to throw them in front of a cell phone, throw them in front of a tablet. I hate that's the first result for people. I agree. I think
No.
kids all sit around like zombies and stuff. How many times have we seen a get together and all these kids are with their friends and every single one of them is on the cell phone?
Yeah.
That shit absolutely blows my damn mind.
But see, in that sense, it's time for you to take that initiative. Be like, hey, let's go get a football game going or get something like that going. You know what I mean? Like, not
But that's
yell
as
at them for
parents,
being on their phones,
right?
but
But that's being as parents. It's like you can't parent other people's children because they already created their habits. They used to be going in there and making like, hey, we're just gonna talk around. I'd rather text you than talk to you right next to you. And it's awful. I love like my kids. Oh well, one of my kids love to play sports. She rather play sports and go outside and play volleyball or play football or play something outside. Um, my other one, she's on her phone. She likes to be on her phone all the flipping time, and it pisses me off. But like everything else, everything's done in moderations, and it's and that technology for me sometimes has become a parenting. Okay, I don't need to take care of that kid because they're crying and all that other stuff. Here, take my phone. Shut up. So the stuff that they see on because a lot of these kids fucking could operate YouTube and operate freaking everything else like better than you can sometimes. I'm like, hold on, kid,
Yeah, but they can't do basic math.
because they have everything. That's what I'm saying.
Uh,
It's
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
let's get that straight, right? So they can't do basic math because their teachers are teaching them the wrong way.
and that's another
Well, it's
thing.
not. It's also not fully on the teacher. It's also on the parents.
Okay, for
Yeah, but
my personal
Go ahead.
opinion, I've said it before. As a parent, I believe as a parent, you have to create their habits of to grow up. Your responsibilities, balancing your checkbook, if that even exists anymore, washing clothes, doing the dishes,
checkbook?
living life, right? Living life. That's what I feel like a parent's responsibility is for. Um, they go to school so they can learn all that other stuff because I don't know about you, but I could barely speak English, let alone do some of these college courses. So
Right.
it's not my job. This is why teachers get hired so they could end up teaching these things. But at that one, also kind of like police work, people are taking that away from these teachers. People are taking that away from these cops who are trying to do jobs. So it's like, how can you teach a child something you don't know? How can you teach them math
Right.
that you don't know? Like my daughter comes in and she does what? Calculus?
Yeah,
Or she's on some other bullshit stuff. I look at her be like, don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me. Because I'm going to get you all sorts of fucked up on this one. I just think that line should connect to this line, that should connect to that line, and it's pie. And it's like, Dad, it's like, I didn't even show you the problem yet. I'm like, oh shit, that was an example? That told you the answer right there. My bad. Kids was introduced to technology. But the thing is, you can't avoid technology. You can't. It's like saying DB. It's like saying the Flintstones created a tire and we use manpower to move your cars. Are we supposed to have stayed on their own because our technology has gotten so good that now we could they use steam power to get the cars going. Then they went into motor and gas and all the other stuff. Yes, these smart devices made us dumb. By far, I completely agree with it. These smart devices have made humanity lazy and dumb. Completely agree. But what can you do? You can't stop the future from coming at all. You can't
No,
stop.
but you can teach them the basics.
Yes, and I truly do believe that one. I believe that they should introduce. I know some of the schools out here, they have they grow, they do farming out here. Like what was it,
4-H club.
4-H club? Yes, like stuff like that one. You could take care of a pig. You could take care of chickens, cows. You actually grow vegetables and grow stuff like that one. I think all students should have that one by far, because what if shit hits the fan and we can't take care of things like that one? And those are other responsibilities I think as okay, who's having me watch a damn stream? I'm about to kick somebody
Oh,
in
it's
there.
probably like,
You'll like it.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God, that's absolutely amazing. Is that what
I'm
you're
like,
doing?
why is my screen flashing?
Is that what you're going to make next? That looks absolutely amazing.
Almost 5 days to make it though.
Jesus.
Can I wear it?
Yes.
If your head's small enough.
I mean,
That means no.
which one are we talking about?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about the other one, yeah, it's gonna be too
I
big.
mean,
Dumb apps are allowed. But
I mean, you could
it's
have a big moose knuckle.
free upgrading power and daughters in robotics coding. Right. So that's what I'm saying. It just, we can't stop technology from coming. We really can't. Here's a prime example. The 3D printing. They're also doing 3D printing, trying to make body parts and stuff like that. One's for what it is. It just that right there could end up saving people's lives. and you can't stop the technology from coming. You just got to stop. You got to create those habits on when that technology could come in there. And I think, especially as a dad, or I don't even want to make this a complete sexist thing. You can replace almost everything with 3D printing. You really can. You really can. So stopping technology from coming, stopping technology to entering your children's life would not benefit them in the long run because everything is becoming technology. I truly do believe that, and I say it as a dad because I think as a dad, and again, don't take this the wrong way. I don't want to sound sexist. I don't want to sound
Oh, I'm triggered.
yeah, I don't want I don't want to piss anybody off here, but it okay, this is my opinion. Fuck you if you don't like it. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I love you. In my opinion,
Unfollow.
each parent
I'm
has
subbing.
a role. They really
Right.
do. They have a role. Women are just more emotional, have more emotions than men do. They really do, and especially the way they grow up. Me, on the flip side, my son's a lazy fucker, and I just wants to play games. For me, it just men. It just it's in their nature. It's in their body. It's just they're protectors. They are providers in nature. It's just what it is. This is why it took so long for females to join those things in the military because men want to protect more. Men want to make everything safe and provide that one. So this is why the females were prohibited to go into the SEALs or Special Forces or Rangers or anything like that one because men go into these things, they'll risk their own life to go save that female because it's a natural thing. So as a man, I feel like a man as a parent, I feel like we need to teach them those life things. Teach them how to iron clothes. Teach them the duties of a man in a way. It back in the day of old fashioned type stuff. To be a provider, to be a helper, to be to be tough. And then I think about it. Is that well? Now I think the new generations are flipping roles. And yes, yes.
When
Unfortunately,
you're
it is.
confused on what bathroom to use.
It is, and this is where the unfortunately things have changed, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful. So I think as a man that's a father, you have your things to teach him how to take care of yourself, how to take care of your mother, your father, whatever, how to take care of your siblings, how to provide, and a woman's thing should be how to nurture, how to have that
Words out of my mouth.
how to it's really nurture. And I don't want to say how to cook, how to clean, how to do all this other stuff. It's not. I think that it's supposed to be work both ways, but it just the women just do it better. And even if they don't like it, or even if it's done correctly, they're still not going to like it. It's never good enough for them when it does the clean because it's never clean enough. My
That's why I
son,
always have.
it's just I think each parent has a role to take care of the kids, and I feel like that's why when kids are has a separate family, has like no father, no mother, something is imbalanced. They don't learn one thing more than the other. Or like my daughter, all I knew is how to be rough. So my oldest daughter, she's kind of rough, and now that she has a boyfriend, I'm like, holy shit, don't, hey, you gotta be nice to him. You can't,
Don't do that.
you can't be like, hey, you weak piece of shit type of thing. It's like because she does weightlifting and she's a beast at it, and then when she looks at her boyfriend, be like, bro, why am I lifting as much as you are? So it's like one of those things. I'm like, come on, you gotta show a little bit more emotion, and I think that's where a lot of parenting has to be a partnering thing, and each person has a role to teach their children. When it comes to the whole schooling thing, it's rough because you only know so much, and that's why the teachers got to do what they got to do on there. And, and and I truly think all children should learn how to grow things and all this other stuff. How to grow things, how to live kind of off the grid in a way. Because when shit hits the fan, and all technology is gone, what are you going to do? You know, it just
Make a sword.
yeah, right. Make a sword out of your 3D printer. How you going to power that?
I got a working forge up back.
Yeah, you going to go on the trip. Hey, quick question. What does the Titanic and Sixth Sense have in common?
They all see dead people.
I see dead people. You got it, huh? You got that one. A lot of dad jokes going to be in this one. But I truly do believe that children need to learn at home, and I truly do believe that the technology should not be a main priority at the house. I don't. But like I said, 3D printer, right here. You have children that could code things and make things. You got to open them up because they're the future that's going to end up making something. And for me, I promote. I encourage trying new things. I completely encourage trying new things. As in, like, because you never know if you're not going to like that one. It's like, okay, go into robotics. You never know. Turn Deadpool's head so he faces the glove.
Why did the football coach go to the bank?
Because he needed a quarterback.
Yep.
Yes! Oh, I'm great at these. But yeah, I think that with the whole technology, yes, it is a hinder, but it is the future. So the more as a parent could control that time frame and moderate the stuff that you have for quality time, because you need communication. You need communication in the household because a lot of people don't know how to talk to people anymore. If you don't teach them in a healthy manner how to use technology properly, teach them about the new technology as they come along, you are. You definitely are.
Holy wall of tax,
Yeah, I
Batman.
know. Tech jobs are increasing
That's why I
available,
keep her around.
but I live in increasing, becoming filled more different types of tech homes, etc. How to grow food. Yeah, I'm telling you, it just I think that should be taught in all types of households. And again, that's why I said learning the whole educational stuff should be in school. Learning all that stuff that's there, or majority of that one, should be at home. And I think that's the responsibilities of a parent. But again, with this time frame, I might hit some nerves on this one. Some of these people that are agreeing to the whole my son wants to be a girl and my girl wants to be a son or this and that, I can't call her, it, she, whatever. And again, nothing against anybody there. Do what you want. I love you no matter what. But as a parent, letting your or agreeing to your child at 5, 6, 10 years old, what do they really know? It just, I don't know. I just,
People are so mad about a Florida bill that's actually supposed to stop stuff like that from happening in school.
yeah, don't say gay. Yeah, I'm in Florida. We heard that one. It just, you really have to read it because a lot of people are portraying it a lot of different ways and stuff like that one. I don't care who you're sleeping with. I don't care what interests you have in there. I care when you're making it a bigger issue than what it really is. It just, there's always been gay people. There's always been lesbian people.
Right.
There's always been that one. I don't care. Again, it's just the pronouns. I fuck you. I don't agree with the damn pronouns. Period. You're gay, fine. You want to think yourself as a giraffe? Great. I'm not gonna call you it, they, them. No, you are a girl. You are a boy. When you are out of my house, you do what you want. But in my house, you're gonna be that. I'm not gonna. Again, I'm not going to
Cater.
stop. No, and I'm thinking as a parent, if this was happening to my kids, I don't know how to deal with that. I wouldn't know how to deal with that one. Be like, right now, okay, my daughter is 16 years old, and if she comes out, be like, yes, I like women. If she's 16 years old, I think you would kind of know what you're into, or could it be one of these fad things, or could it? It's like I don't know, I don't know, but it just the fact that people are, and this is where technology comes in, the fact that people are just bringing this up everywhere, and it just the more you talk about it, the more it becomes natural, and to be like, hey, I want to be that. It's like, okay, what if I want to be sexy? You know, that's the only way I want you to call me. I'm not a him, not a her. I'm sexy. Other than that, don't talk to me. It's stupid. You know, I'm not going to consider myself skinny. You know, that's my pronoun. I'm going to be called the skinny. No, it's just no. You're a girl. You're a boy, and some of the things that they do. And I think this is where the parenting fell off with these generations, because they threw technology in front of these children's faces instead of talking to them. And I don't want to say bringing them up the right way, but bringing them up in a way that bringing them up, period, and not the internet bringing them up. And I think that's where a lot, because how many hours do people go on TikTok? People are scrolling all day long. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and this is all that. This is how our children are being raised, by watching all this. They're being raised by other people. So how? This is why it's become so easy for anybody to be like, you know what, fuck it. My pronouns is this, that, and the other. You didn't see that one with the older generations because that wasn't accessible to a lot of things. And this is where I feel like a lot of parents don't want to parent anymore, especially these upcoming years. What do you guys think about that? I found a loss of people wanting to parent a lot in. Compared to what we grew up in, like that one, it's just the more quality time. Everybody's again being thrown in front of a tablet, and people are watching a whole bunch of other stuff. So kids are raising themselves through the internet. In a society where there's no standards for what is true, anyone can be true if they say it enough. Yeah. Oh yeah. So again, I think that with the TV and everything else that everybody sees on the TV, everybody's so used to seeing it, so it's becoming normal. And again, that's the future of technology. Everything becomes normal because they see it so many times. But so as a parent, as a guy, I think it's, oh damn it. You guys know that my English isn't very good looking. You want me to read a lot.
That's Cyber for you.
Mm-hmm.
Cyber, you should just come in here.
Nope, she's next
Her,
week.
her and Quaden will destroy us with walls of text because they put a lot of thought into it, which is good.
Specific apps, videos such.
That's why I keep
But
them around.
he is also outside a lot. Yeah, no, and I truly do believe, everything has to be put in moderations. I'm saying we can't take away technology from from the world. We cannot. We can't take away technology from these kids. You have to give them, and the earlier you give it to them, the better they are going to be with this with these technologies for whatever it is. Like again, I guarantee you, our grandparents probably never thought about self-driving cars, but look at what's happening. My kids do online schooling.
We homeschool.
Yeah, so it's just school is schooling to me. They give you the stuff. You just got to make sure that you do it correct. I never did online school or homeschooling. So they give you the stuff that you have to do, and you just have them do it correct. Double A, no. Tell me how homeschooling is.
So they give you a guide on how to teach it, and then you teach them, and then they do it. And then generally, like in our state, they have to go online and take a test over each section, and they have to pass in order to move on.
Okay. It's so hard to get them to sit still. Right, and that's again that's where I feel like when you said earlier that the kids go to DB more than you, because now I feel like they are like you're killing with the schooling, you're doing all this other stuff, you're trying to do this one, you're doing things that they don't want to do, so it's hard for them to be like, Mom, I love you, because you're doing things that. Have you ever heard of a kid that actually loves their teacher? You rarely ever hear it. You really do. You rarely ever hear that one. Oh damn! What was I going to do?
So what we always do is, so we start school after lunch, but prior to that, the kids go out and they run around and do kid stuff up until lunch, and then they eat lunch, and then they come in, and that's when the schooling starts. Wear them out first.
But do you think if you wear them out, if you wear them out, they'll be less prone to concentrate because they're just completely worn out?
Nope. Don't wear them out to that point.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we let them get tired, but not like, you know.
I got you. I bet do not touch must be a terrible thing for a blind person to read in Braille. That must be awful. I'm just putting that out there.
What am I supposed to do with you? Don't say promote ahead appears. That's my line.
But here's one thing that I've seen a lot of parents end up doing is they stop living their life.
Yeah.
What you think about that one? Double A.
Nope.
Since you had children, what has things stopped for you or slowed down for you or changed things for you?
I mean, they've slowed down. You know, your priorities tend to change, but my goals and what I enjoy doing have not. So, you know.
Rodeo, what you think?
I mean, before I had my kid, I was going out every night, so hooking up, doing different things. So, I mean, I kind of took that out. I don't date, really, just because I guess the experiences from my mother. I don't want to bring a woman into my daughter's life just to have me and that woman not connect. And so that's always been one of the biggest things. I've only brought in one girl around my daughter, and my daughter was only 6 months old. And that was it. And other than that, she has never had a physical person saying, hey, this is daddy's girlfriend or something like that. It's never been that kind of thing. I don't know if you can show that on TikTok, or not TikTok, on Twitch.
Twitch. I don't know. I'm
So I
pretty sure.
pointed it up.
Yeah, but right now it's frozen.
Yeah.
It knows. FBI, open up.
So
But no, I don't know.
So I see this in a lot of new parents. They have a kid and they stop doing everything. They stop going out with friends. No, I don't want to say going out with friends, but they like almost cut off with friends because now they don't want to go to a restaurant or bring their kids there, or they leave early from a get together to bring their kids home to take a nap or to go sleep or whatnot. I know for me, growing up, if my mom was out and there was a party and she went out there, if I was tired enough, I slept on the sofa.
Right?
It is what it is. If we're going out, honestly, the last thing I truly do believe that the kid cares about where they're sleeping at when they're strapped to a car seat. Um, that's how a lot of people the PPD gets worse for moms too. Worse. What's PPD?
Dad joke insert.
No. Like okay, dad joke insert. Okay, fine. Last night I got really hungry, so I went to McDonald's and got a kids meal. The mom and the kid were so pissed. Postpartum depression. Okay, yes. Yeah, I got you on that one, huh? Yeah, okay. Postpartum depression. We're gonna talk about that one for next week. We're gonna hit that one, and I think it sucks, and I think that is the biggest reason why. Right there is the reason why women get it, because they went from a lifestyle of being able to go out to the restaurants, to the movies, to wherever, going out to wherever they wanted to go to, do whatever they want to do with their husband, but now they're locked into their house. They feel like they have to be locked up into the house. They feel like they can't go anywhere, they can't do anything. They feel like it's going to be an inconvenience and stuff. So now, I don't know myself more. It just so that's where it comes, and honestly, that's where PTSD as well comes from people in the military or people that have some crazy stuff happen to them. It's just something ends up happening, some traumatic thing happen. Having a kid is dramatic. That's fucking traumatic. You just like produced a whole body in your body and shot that bad boy out your vagina. That's fucking dramatic as shit. You ever see that happen in real life? Yeah, that shit's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. So,
You mean y'all's came flying out? My kid fell out into this world. We had to catch him.
right? See, exactly. It's just either way. You
11
can't.
minutes.
You better hope you caught him. But it is a crazy thing. So something like that happens, and then you get now you spend 3 months inside the house, recovering or doing stuff like that. You just like PTSD. You lock yourself up. You're constantly thinking about oh, I got to do this one. It's like hopefully the kid's not always crying. You're becoming sleep deprived. You're doing this one. Now your friends stop calling you because you have a kid and you can't do all the things that you used to do. It just that's what I really see, and I feel bad for the women. I really do, because that happens a lot. I know. I believe that happened to my cousin. That happened to my wife. I know that happened to. I don't know. She's Bubbles.
Country girl.
Bubbles. Well, I don't know much about what happened to Country Girl, but Bubbles just had a baby, so she dealt with that one. And the biggest thing was she needed to continue to do something. Thanks. I was feeling kind of parched.
You're welcome. I'm here for you.
Every 9 minutes, guys. Every 9 minutes.
Go fuck yourself.
We gotta see how quickly we can make this man pee tonight. Okay.
I have practice. I could go on.
It's
for a
okay. He has a bottle below. Y'all just can't see it.
while. I'm home alone all day, and that's where I think being homeschooling your children. I think that right there hurts adults, hurts parents a lot more the women than dads, because the dads usually stay working, the women ends up staying home and taking care of that one. So that's where more the depression comes around. You're past the postpartum, now you're in like a complete depression kind of thing. And this is where Depends how you're doing the homeschooling. Okay, see, and that's the stuff that I don't know. But for me, I just yeah, you might be outside, you might be doing some things, but um, you need adult time.
Yep.
Oh Jesus, you perverted son of a bitch! I struggled with my first one. I had no idea, and everything is a learning curve. Everything's a complete learning curve. Country, um, yeah, everything's a learning curve. Like me and my wife were adopted um, a daughter from a clown, but now I have some big shoes to fill. Um,
What?
Sorry, another dad joke. Try to slip that one in real quick. You can work with other homeschool. Yeah, but what if you don't have that one? It just these are things that I'm glad you're bringing up, because some people don't think about. Man, I didn't know Tom, Dick, and Harry were doing homeschooling over there. We could all like group up and do all this other stuff and have things like that one. And that's what, like, when my wife, when I was in the military, that's what my wife did a lot. The kids weren't homeschooled, but yeah, but, the kids weren't homeschooled, but my wife did everything she can do to get out the house and meet other parents and socialize out there. And it takes it takes a lot. You might have to put more effort than what you want to, but at the end, I feel like it's gonna help out. Making friends with parents is hard. Yeah, and I say that one because you're so used to parenting your children a certain kind of way. So when you bring your kids around some badass kids, you're like, yo, I can't. You're cool, but your kids are complete assholes, and I can't, I can't be around this one because all I want to do is just smack your child up, and you can. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's bad to do. I was
I
on my own
mean,
completely. My
keep your
ex
circle
and I
small.
got divorced a few months before I had my son. Birth, figuring it out, it was rough. Oh yeah, we just PCS'd and we haven't met a lot of people. Kids are older. I know people don't know how to act. Yeah, it's weird. It's hard. You got me kicked around. Yeah, it's rough, and this is where I think real communication comes in. Yes, and this is why I do this. This is why I do this one because um, uh, we lost the fact of communications, and as parents, it just we don't know what to do until we learn it from other people. Like we don't know how to cook until either we read it from a book or our parents taught us. Um, and this is why I try to do these podcasts because I want to grow a community that other people could look out. Um, uh, like Burlak, I'm going to go to him when I finally get a 3D printer, and I'm going to go to him and ask him questions of the yin yang. Exactly. I want me one of
Perfect.
those fuckers. Um,
I'm
and then
just waiting.
Double A, he's always helping me out with like whatever I end up doing, like doing things like this. The dude's smart with computer stuff. Um, and then cyber, it just you're a teacher. You could always. I want one so bad. Hopefully, I save up enough money to get to it. I think we're going. It's like 200.
I think we need to sell more of those blankets.
Yeah.
Send me your address. I'll make you one.
Say less. That's going to happen today.
Right?
But I do have another blanket though.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah,
Wait.
I put a pause on it. I put a pause on doing another giveaway for the blanket because I've done two of them already, and it just I I want to build.
Rudy
I like
hasn't got
this thing.
his yet.
It's very comfortable.
It really is. I don't
love
lie.
this
I
thing.
don't lie about that blanket. That thing was absolutely. It's so worth the money.
Oh, yes.
Ow, bitch.
But it's just. This is why I do this one. Yes, I said this is for the dad. This is Dad's edition, and we're trying to figure out. It's like, right now, Burlak just got a lot of information like how different children are different kind of ways, or how we end up doing this one, and don't give them so much technology or give them more technology. It just you take a little bit of everything and you parent your own self. You make your own handbook. Because honestly, things might completely change. Like his kid might be crazy to high heaven, and be like, you know what? I just can't do this. Here, take this 3D printer, make something, and here's your toy. That's it. Done. Get away from me. But it just that's where and it starts and it starts for the way you want to take things. As long as you start and create good habits for yourself, you can pass it down to your children. Creating good habits for your children. Like me and my wife. There's no handbook. Hell no, there ain't no handbook. And if you buy a handbook, you're stupid.
I mean, it's great to see what other people did, but that's not gonna apply to you or your situation.
Raising kids for dummies.
Yeah, it ain't
Right.
gonna happen. And how that works?
You
for
are the dummy.
I am.
It's almost as bad as building computers for dummies.
I mean, I can teach you that in a couple hours.
No, I was watching Linus Tech videos and he was reading the book. He's like, this book is so out of date. Because he's like, you can get it said in the book you can get a graphics card for like $75 to $90.
Not no more.
This book from the 90s?
You can research.
I mean, you can.
You could research a lot. Like here, you could like let's say you're on YouTube and you see this one and you're like, oh wow, just that's different. That's great. You just get little bits of whatever you find and you put it in there. Like for me, I became the person I am because I seen the stuff that I didn't want. I seen like I as much as I was around drugs from a whole bunch of other people, I never did drugs. Never wanted to do drugs because I seen the fucking outcome of what drugs did to people. And then relationship wise, I always told myself my children will always have a father in their lives. Will always have a father. Their children will always have a grandfather in their lives. And the same thing with my wife. She says the same thing. It just I seen like what happened to me, and I take of what that was and bring it over to what I am now. But I didn't like that one. I like this one, but I definitely didn't like that one. But that one worked. I should bring this one over, and it's all a trial error of what happens in your life. It truly fucking is. And you never know until you have that child. Because some things are going to work for that kid, some things are not going to work for that kid. An ass whooping might work for the kid, and just a stern talking to might work for the kid. I know I try to talk to them, and I talk to my children like adults. And I think some that kind of made them too rough, especially my oldest one. Sometimes I feel like, man, I should have been more easier with my child, because now that as she's growing up, I'm like, man, there is no what's the calmness to you. There's no like I don't want to say politeness. There's no what's it called? A buffer? No, not a buffer. But you learn the next one.
Yeah, the first one is your experiment child.
Yeah, it just I was rough, and one thing that I always told my daughter, I was like, you don't ever need a man to live your life. When you have a boyfriend, or when you have a husband, that person is gonna help you build that person's gonna help you build on your empire. You're gonna create your own life. That person's gonna help you build more on top of it, not build your empire, because a lot of people start becoming dependent on things. And that's why I say just some of these things I've seen on some of these videos, that these women just want a man to be a provider. Just want a man to be a provider. Be like, no, I don't want to work. I want you to provide. I want you to do this. I want you to do that one. I was like, no, hold on, time out. If you can do that, great. Um, but I just think it just how is that going to come up to being parenting if you're always being provided by the husband? How would that same person be able to parent a child? What are you teaching the kid? And watching some things, I think certain things should be limited on what you watch, because again, a lot of the YouTubes, a lot of these movies are teaching these kids some raunchy ass shit. I, some of the things I watch on TV, I'm like, bro, this can't be rated PG-13. I'm like,
Have you
Right.
seen like a TV show from your childhood and then watch them play it like from TikTok and then be like, "Did you know?" And then it's like, "Holy shit!"
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, Red and Stimpy, IR Monsters, shit like that. Like,
No, but I'm saying, but now some of these things, some of these shows that are rated PG-13.
Right. Thank you. We watched it for 10 minutes and it went off.
What's that?
And it's also propaganda. Just saying.
No, it's just some of these things that are rated PG-13. They're showing innuendos. I think it's the correct word. But like you can
innuendos.
sure, you could you could tell that they're sucking, they're blowing somebody. You could definitely tell. I'm like, and it rated PG-13.
China.
It just but it's freaking crazy. Hey, what kind of plant goes into the bathroom?
What?
Potty.
Toiletries.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out now.
I'm sorry, but yeah, it just I like Burlock is so gone somewhere else. He's not even listening to my damn. That was
I'm
fucking.
listening to
That was
everything you say.
hilarious. That toiletry was fucking hilarious.
Contemplating buying V-Bucks.
Don't do it.
Oh,
It's a trap.
To get
You know how
Spider-Man.
You know how expensive Dr. Brown bottles are, sir?
Spider-Man.
You need to be saving all this money for this. baby.
Exactly. For Mr. I Want a Kid.
Start now.
Yes, I'm telling you. Like, I started ahead, and I still was behind. I was one of the proudest moments of my life, though, where I had the baby bed, everything that I needed for my daughter. I had a wall full of diapers, clothes, and stuff.
And
Before I
went
even
through
knew
it
it was a
all in
concept.
6 weeks.
Well, yeah, I did. It was pretty fast.
eh,
But it was
used-
definitely worth it.
It used to piss me off whenever I'd go buy a box of diapers and like 2 days later, we need more diapers. What the hell?
My sister went to washable diapers.
oh wow.
Yeah, I thought that was the nastiest thing ever.
We potty trained as quickly as we could.
I'm sorry. I have to tell you this. I have to tell you this one. It was sad when this Asian guy fell down a flight of stairs. It was wrong in so many levels. I'm sorry. um, but yeah, no. Cloth diapers is great. Is great. I think it's so much more. It's healthier. You don't have all the stuff that you have in regular diapers. But the thing is, you know how many of those you have to have in hand, and just imagine needing to clean that shit all the time. It's awful. But if you got the time to do it, then by all means do it.
Yeah, I didn't. No, no, thank you.
I couldn't do it.
Huggies.
I couldn't do it. It's just absolutely disgusting. Okay. We have three out of the four in military, right? Burlock, you still in the military?
No, I'm out.
Okay. So no, this wouldn't concern you anyways. What, or if it did, how did the military affect your relationship with the kids? Even if it did, or not?
Put a strain on it.
Yeah, like how?
Well, with what I do, I could be gone at a moment's notice, so it's oh, dad's going to work, or oh, dad's going to work for a long time, or dad has to work overnight, and then when he gets home, he sleeps all day and then goes back to work the third day.
Hmm.
You know, it's just the military's going to take everything it can from you, and right now my mentality is I'm going to take everything I can from the military, you know, through education. And when they give you those liberty chits to not go to work and all that, I'm dropping them left and right, you know. Fortunately for me, the new command I'm at actually, from the triad itself, so from the E9, and the 206s, it's okay, here's the command's priority list: your mental well-being, you taking care of your family, and then the mission. Whereas the last two commands I was at, that was reversed, and it put a strain on everything. Like, if one of my kids has a doctor's appointment, I'm not afraid to go, hey, I can't work today, I gotta take the kids to the doctor, and they'll be like, all right, cool, whatever, you know.
That's awesome.
Whereas, you know, the military's been stuck in that mentality. No, the mission, the mission, the mission. Okay, that's great, but when we get back home, you gonna help me fix this? Because I know you're not. You know.
Here's the thing being in there. If the wife left, how much of the the kids' information do you know? Like where the doctor is, who's their doctor, what's wrong with them, what they're allergic to, what medications they need, and all that other stuff. How much of that, as a father, do you know?
All
About
of it.
30-40%.
30-40%. See,
But we keep everything in a document.
see, and this is where I said it's that role playing. It's like the father is that no matter what generations you are, the father is constantly that provider. He's the one that fixes everything, makes things happen, and the mother is always the one taking care of everything, taking care of the health of the kids and the husband. And sometimes, and that's where it's hard for me, for the wife or the mother sometimes, to be able to live, because they're constantly taking care of. And this got to be like a new new age parenting. And I don't want to say new age parenting because you're 8 years. Because I never thought about having a fucking binder of what the kids.
Really?
Like, bro, not a fucking chance to know.
It's right
I
here.
have something like it. It's just where all the documents go. It's just kind of like a bucket.
Yeah, it just like it had no. Yeah, for me, I know majority of. I know medically wise, what's wrong with them, what they need. Sometimes I just don't know where the doctors are at, but I just know what doctors they are.
All I gotta do is call TRICARE.
Yeah, it just. But and that's where, like I said, this is where I believe that as fathers, sometimes we take that shit for granted. We completely take. And I don't want to say take the wife for granted, because it just, you never think about taking the wife for granted. It's just taking that role of a father for granted. It's like, okay, I should be knowing this stuff. Like I seen this video of like, okay, who's your child's best friend, or what does your child like to eat, or
Getty.
stuff like that. When it just
Curly noodles.
as
From
like
McDonald's.
as like a father, sometimes you just don't even know some of these things, and it's like, man, I should know this one. And bro, like, here's the thing. Just keep that in mind. I'll always be like, try to be more in there and know more of the child, because it's more of a relationship wise that you'll have with your child, I think.
Right.
And also understand this:
Chicken nuggets and mac and cheese.
you're not gonna
Heck
be
yeah.
perfect. You will fail.
Fuck yeah.
But what you
Shit.
do with those failures is what makes the difference, right? Are you learning from it? If yes, great. If not, you're an idiot.
Hey.
Dude, hey, quote unquote, best thing you do. It's what you, like I said. It's like me living, not having a father, and my mom's not around, and I'm cooking and cleaning and doing everything myself, it's like, okay, I could have been a lazy piece of shit and not did anything, or I survived. You know, I learned all this other stuff, and then I bring it over to my household. Be like, no, you do this one. I'm not gonna clean your ass until you're out my house. Be like, no, you gonna learn how to clean your ass. You gonna learn how. Hey, what double A?
But Dad,
No, I'm not cleaning your ass. Learn it.
please.
Nope. Then I'll take your ass outside, take the hose to it, and
Ooh.
spray you down with the hose.
Oh
I'm gonna have a
yeah.
good time.
You
Can you
choke
use
me while you do
pineapple
it?
juice though?
Oh Jesus.
You got
I
the
got
belt and
I got a question. If you get robbed at an Apple store, are you an eyewitness?
Oh my God, really?
Hey, that's like if
Yeah.
I'm
Apple.
just saying, I'd never be in an Apple store. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, if Apple made a car, would it have windows?
Yeah, you put those together. You thought about that one.
So,
Fucking hate you.
so. I'm sorry.
That one made me a lot harder than it should.
I'm sorry. It's dad's edition. Why not have dad jokes? But yeah, it just those are some of the things that I feel like laugh a lot. I couldn't even type. It just they're fun. Some of them are really funny. Some of them are just absolutely fucking hilarious. I think.
Hey, what's brown and sticky?
Brown and sticky.
Yeah,
Who?
I don't know what.
a stick.
Oh, okay.
Get your minds out of the gutter. What's wrong with y'all?
Ew, that's like saying what's green and smells like bacon. Kermit's fingers. Bro, like your face is fucking priceless. I loved it. I loved it.
Are you winning?
Oh
Am
my
I winning?
gosh.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because I
I
saw
got
you
two
get down in the
kills.
gamer mode. I saw you went down straight like this, just doo-doo gamer mode.
Oh yeah, I was killing 2 people.
Oh, if you work at Samsung store, what are you? Guardians. No, if you're security at Samsung store, are you considered a guardian of galaxies?
That's pretty funny.
Oh,
Hey, by the way, speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, you can play the Guardians of the
downloaded
Galaxy game on Game Pass.
I downloaded it. I heard it was really good.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I'm gonna play it this weekend.
Oh yeah. hit
okay.
me up.
Here, how about this one? How much of okay, double A, because I asked Rodeo too. Haha. What? How much are you into it with your kids? As in like activities, as in like their own life, plays, concerts, sports, or whatever they end up doing.
We ain't to that point yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
8 years
I've been
old?
doing it since my kid was
Yeah,
like 3.
So there's been a lot of problems with that,
Uh,
but we won't get into that.
Got it. That's too easy. What
Fair
about
enough.
you, Rodeo?
Well, I did mention like when my daughter was first born, I missed a lot of her life because I was getting sent to different units and stuff like that. So I kind of made like pretty much a vow to myself after I went through like a hard patch that I'm always gonna be there. So I've been to every like donuts with dudes, meet the teacher. We went to some. I even streamed. We went to like some folk dancing thing, and I was over there folk dancing with my daughter and stuff. So I've always made that more of a priority now because I miss that, and I feel like I don't have as strong as a bond with my daughter because my mom has that bond. Because when I was working in the units, I'd be spending months out there, hours away from her, and I would only get to spend the weekend with her, or maybe spend a day with her. So I was just one of those things. I told myself I never wanted to miss anything. So I make that like a big point. I've even changed like my circle. Like I don't hang out with the people I used to hang out with. If I do hang out with somebody, it's usually just one of. I actually met her friend. I met her parents through my daughter at like a birthday party, and I met those people and they're pretty cool. So I'm friends with her best friends' parents. So usually if we do anything, we're doing stuff with them. I say I'm pretty active, but I know I can do more. I think I need to watch a little bit more of what she's watching. I think that's probably the biggest thing because that technology is a bitch.
So we don't allow our kids to watch anything we haven't watched.
Mhm.
So yeah, you
I-
best
I- I
believe I've
agree.
seen every episode of fucking Paw Patrol and Chloe and Cookine.
So
Watched
so
a lot of Sophia.
country girl with the whole gymnastics. So my daughter did gymnastics since she was freaking kindergarten, 7 years old. No, 7 years. She did it for 7 years. But my daughter did gymnastics since she was in kindergarten. Um, it's great. It's wonderful. It's expensive, and it does horrible for their body.
Did y'all
Absolutely
see
horrible.
that cake?
Double A got some cakes on them. It does absolutely horrible for their body. My daughter is 16 years old, and I guarantee you she has some hell of arthritis in her knees and in her like it's rough on her body. That doesn't mean to not go do it. I believe to go do it, but listen to your kids when they say they hurt. Sometimes some of them cry wolf a lot, and you're like, "Hey, shut the hell up, suck it up, drive on." Some of them are like, "Oh shit, yeah, you really are hurt." But and explain that to your kid. Explain that it's like if you say you're hurting every single time, we can't believe you. We don't know. But if you tell us for real when you're really hurting, then it's a whole nother thing. We can help you out. Um, but yeah, that gymnastics. My daughter did it as a competition, and she did it for 7 years, and it's done a hell of a toll on her body. So for me, entering the military, I missed my daughter's birth, my second daughter's birth. I missed a lot. So long story short, I missed a lot. Coming back, I seen the difference between of how my first daughter was raised and how my second daughter was raised. I was a lot in my first daughter's life, and like I said, it's always like swerve. Um, it's a big partnership between me and my wife. So I saw the difference between one child having both parents in there and one child only had a part-time parent in there. And I saw the Oh, I hate you so much. So I seen the big difference, and my youngest one, she always went to my wife because my wife was always there. I wasn't there, so my youngest one. It took my youngest one a very long time to finally come to daddy. I don't have anything else. Thank you for the raise, sir. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Love you. Damn, did somebody just give him a shout out, or that just came up automatically? Because if that came up automatically, that's amazing. That never happened before. But anyways, ADD. Yeah, soccer, basketball, volleyball, 14 years of dance, and even theater.
What is that noise?
I don't know.
It's
Fuck,
me.
a lot.
Come
No,
on.
honestly, it doesn't matter. The
Just
sport,
wake
it's
up.
in my opinion. And I guess it just cyber.
wake
It
up.
just the way. Okay, so Swerve, I love you. I love you. So gymnastics. My daughter did competition gymnastics 5 days a week for 5 hours a day, constantly tumbling and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So it does do a lot. So if you're playing a lot of sports, the more you do it, it's going to take a big toll on your body. It really is. So just take care of yourself. I've been dropped a few times in cheerleading.
I fell through the deck of an aircraft carrier.
Holy shit!
that count?
Wes. Oh my god, that's awful. Oh
Fell
yeah,
through
and
an
horseback
attic.
riding, getting thrown off a few times. Well, I've been
Done that.
getting thrown off of a horse a few times. I think that takes a big toll of why your back is probably jacked up, and I'm going to assume it's your back, because I could just only freaking imagine.
Oh my god!
But one thing
I regret pulling that carpet out.
That's what she said.
one thing.
Damn it!
One thing that I truly do say as a dad, be in your kid's life as much as possible. Oh, what you do? You broke it.
I didn't break nothing.
Not you. The one with his hands on his head, like, and then said, "Fuck."
Oh, he lost. He was at
6th place, man. I got 6th place.
What game you play?
So
do better.
What game
He's
you
trying
play?
to play Fortnite, but he's trash.
I'm not trapped, dude. Come on now.
1v1 me.
Oh, shut up. Okay, what about this one? Your kids are old enough, Double A. Have you ever tried to get them into gaming with you? Play like actually
Absolutely.
Play,
Yes.
And do they?
Yeah.
Do they? Okay.
My 5-year-old doesn't understand, but my
Oh,
8-year-old,
5-year-old, yeah.
she
Oh,
my 5-year-old will play. We got a Switch game called something cooking. It's like a party cooking game,
Uh-huh.
and she understands how to wash the dishes, and that's about it. Baby steps, right?
Yeah. That's
Um,
it.
Mario Kart, man.
Cyber, shut your mouth. You won't.
Hey, I
and
like
then-
I like Fortnite. I just because of this hand thing, I'm still trying to learn how to build. But this is what I play on. This is my keyboard.
Phasmophobia.
This is my keyboard. This is what I play on. So just trying to build it. It's tough.
My son enjoys when I play MechWarrior 5.
Make Royal my daughter and I play Fortnite with each other.
She's pretty good.
She's okay, yeah. Well, yeah, we play Fortnite. Oh, that's the one thing
would
that
say.
I do. I am as brutally honest to my children as I can be. I don't. One thing I truly believe is I don't sugarcoat anything to my children because the world won't.
Right.
This world will not sugarcoat anything. It's going to come at them as rough as possible. And I never want my kids to be completely blindsided on something that I could have done. Yeah, so that's why I try to be as brutally honest to my kids as I can.
The world's a cold place.
It is, and that's why I think
It's our job to prepare them for that.
oh yeah, and that's why I said from the beginning. I think as parents, our job is to get them ready for the world. I think that's my personal
Giggity.
opinion.
Teach your kids how to do their taxes.
Why you could pay somebody to do that?
TurboTax.
No, don't do TurboTax. I'll rip you off.
Yeah, they will.
Shit, send me y'all stuff. I'll do it for you.
I'm still trying to learn how
I'll
trying
get
to-
my knee pads and pay you back.
Hey now.
New Navy.
Yep. Here's a
Oh,
new
man.
name.
Yeah, my son is always asking me for ghost games, so yeah, I love it. Sheesh. Oh, it didn't come through. I'm sorry. Not my fault. Not my fault.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
Yeah, but at the same rate, as parents, we should always be placed yes. Oh, definitely. You gotta for your children as a father, you never want to push the kids so damn hard that they can't come to you. In my opinion,
Right.
I don't want my daughter to date. I don't ever want them to have another man in their life because I am the man that should be in their life always. But if you always try to hinder that from them, it's going to come back and bite you in your ass. Because they're going.
That's how this
OnlyFans.
happened.
The wall?
What?
No, my wife's
Oh.
not that room.
Oh, I thought there was like a hole behind that picture. I was like, you throw a kid through the wall?
I mean, I wouldn't throw one of my kids to the wall.
But yeah, it's one of those things. It's just the more you try to hide your children away from the fact of dating or anything like that, the best thing you can honestly do is tell them up front exactly what it is, especially when it comes to girls. You have to tell them. A lot of these boys, all they want is that no spot.
I am so glad I was.
I just
never
had
like
one of those
that.
questions happen like earlier today. My daughter asked, "What's a period?"
Oh,
Dun dun.
Oh, I told her.
dun.
I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna every month you're gonna start getting hurt. Your stomach's gonna start hurting you, and then you're gonna have blood fall from your no-no area." And she goes, "Oh." I don't want that. I was like,
Tough
sorry.
shit. But yeah, it just I talk to my kids like we have moments of like, hey, ask me a question and you're going to get the answer. I don't give a shit what it is. You're going to get the answer of exactly what you asked for.
Yep.
But the earlier they know, the more they could figure this out. It just I told the kids, I was like, at this age, these boys are horny as fuck. And they're gonna want to get in your pants. That's all they're thinking
They
about
only
right now.
care about this.
That's all they're really thinking about. So just prepare for that one. That is a precious thing. You don't give that shit out to everybody.
But he said he loved me, Daddy.
Yeah.
Men say a lot of things. Well, boys say a lot of things. Let me rephrase that.
Oh, nice. You don't know how many times I've been over there.
Where?
None of your damn business.
Wow.
You talking about me, right?
Yep. I was actually over there this past weekend.
Really?
Not that far. I was in more Kissimmee.
Oh.
What'd you send him?
None of your damn business.
We sent him his address so he can get the damn
I didn't send
slinky
shit.
thing.
There's no slinky of nothing.
He either can come over.
Oh,
you should have
his
came over and got
fancy
your
anal
burrito
bead.
tacos.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. That with the
bragging.
palette of freaking Bluebell ice cream.
Just go sit on Thor's hammer. Shit.
That might turn him on. Definitely turned me on.
Which way are you gonna do it though? Are you gonna do it from the top or the bottom?
This way.
I'm gonna put
This way.
This way.
the
Are you
hammer
worthy?
the hammer up first and then turn it sideways so the whole thing fits.
Oh, that's like if you touch Dwayne Johnson's butt, you hit rock bottom.
That was a good one.
You were waiting for that, weren't you?
It was in there. It was one of those. Do I say it or do I not? It was one of those.
It was worth it.
Nice. I'm glad.
What do you call a sleeping bull?
A bulldozer? I'm telling you, I'm all about this one. 16 years of being a dad. I'm a fucking pro.
He's so excited.
I am. I love dad jokes. What I love about dad jokes is the look my daughter gives me. That is about that my ultimate. And
Imitate it.
my goal is have my daughter actually like the joke that she was like, okay, that was actually funny, is a great thing.
Where do math teachers go on vacation?
Summer school.
Fuck, I don't know.
Times Square.
Fucking shit, that was awful.
He's like writing it down.
Oh yeah, so being a parent, it's a big thing. It's like deciding like how many kids you have and all this other stuff. Me and my wife decided. Me and my wife,
Sir, I didn't see you drink anything recently.
Yeah.
From that
What-
hydrate I did earlier. And this one I'm doing now.
And
At 9 minutes. You gotta do it every 10
oh
minutes.
no.
I don't know
I've
what
been
the fuck
counting.
just happened. My daughter.
Look here,
just
Land
ran-
Warrior. You need to hydrate
My daughter just came in here. Come on, I don't have anything.
twice.
Okay, give me a second.
Drink the
Um,
bottle. Behind you.
I'll
Is
be
it
I'll be
empty?
right back. Take it over, guys.
Alright, Dad. Hold on, so your dad was in Dev Groove?
Yeah.
That's dope as shit.
No, it's not.
I mean, from what I've read. I was never in
Sucks
the
being his
military.
kid.
No, I bet.
He ran the house like you run a ship. It sucked so much.
I think kind of one of those things is like you say that sucks, but I envy you for that because you had that experience of having that kind of like having a father figure, and I wish I had more discipline because I've always been that way. I've always done activities, that teamwork and stuff like that. I've learned discipline through those, but I don't know. I
Cyber, I'm
kind
gonna kill you.
of envious. Was
So we had to mop and sweep every day. We had to do the dishes, put everything away, and being on active duty, we work under the assumption if it smells clean, it is clean. In his house, absolutely not. White gloves were coming out. He was touching everything. It was.
Oh,
Ugh.
wow. But no, like I mean,
And then my sister comes along, right?
babies.
And you know, it was me and my older brother, who's 4 years older than me. My sister is. How old am I? I'm 30. She just turned 20, so she's 10 years younger than me. Comes along. She didn't get any of that. And we were like,
Oh,
what the
she's
hell?
20. So when you were 20, she was born, or 10.
No, when I was 10, she was born.
Okay. Oh, not bad. Lucky her.
Hi,
Yeah,
Rick.
that's the
You
daddy's
know
girl
I
kind of
wouldn't
thing,
blame you.
though.
Yeah, it's like wrapped around the finger and all that. And then I had a daughter, and then the same damn thing happened to me.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I couldn't. I mean, literally, I was going out to the bar every night, you know, hanging out with the guys, fucking partying, drinking, hanging out with chicks, all that stuff, and then happened to knock one of those chicks up and bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? That kind of happened. Once I had the kid, it kind of changed everything. It changed my whole, like, literally, all the goals that I thought I had didn't happen until I had my daughter. I didn't join law enforcement until I had my daughter. My daughter gave me the drive to do everything. And it just like that turned on. It was just a switch. Like once I had my daughter, no more going out, no more drinking, no more partying, no more late nights, no more disappearing. It was pretty much instant.
See, I
I gotta go
couldn't.
dad mode.
So, my wife worked at a bank, and I got moved to nights when I was a police officer after my son came along. And I was literally working 12-hour days on 4 to maybe 5 hours of sleep. I'd go to work all night. I'd get home at 7 o'clock in the morning, and he'd be up. And then I wasn't able to sleep until she got home from work, and then I took a nap, got up, did it all over again. This went on for like 2 years. And you know, I loved being a cop. I loved being a mental health police officer, but just when, you know, a bunch of stuff happens, it clicked in my head like I gotta. There were multiple incidences that kept popping into my head that I had, you know, oh, I got a 6-day-old. Oh, I have a 6-month-old. Oh, you know.
Right. I
And
get
then
that part.
and then they were like, "Hey, you can't promote to sergeant unless you have a degree." So it's like, do I go and accumulate a bunch of worthless debt? And, you know, and then I called my dad, and keep in mind I was a police officer when Ferguson happened. And I called my dad, and I was like, "Hey, I think I'm going to join the Navy." And he's like, "That's the smartest thing you've said in 4 years." And, you know, here we are. You know, do I like being in the military? Yeah. Is it the easiest job I've ever had? Yeah, because all I have to do is be on time, be in the right uniform, and have a little bit of aptitude and a good attitude, and the day goes by easy.
Right.
And now I have a
That's-
daughter, and I'm just like, okay.
I'm
What do I
still
do
on the
with you?
fence. I'm trying to. I'm just have medical conditions that are holding me back for now.
You're too
But-
old to join the
but
military
now-
at this age. Don't.
How old are you?
I'll be 22 at the end of this month.
I'm not saying he's too old. Oh wow, I thought you were older than that.
Yeah.
No, I'll be 22 at the end of this month. The only reason I can't enlist now is because I have to have my skin condition clear for the next 2 years before I can try.
Right.
I don't know.
You know, the Navy has pretty much broken me. I've had more injuries in the Navy than I did while working in law
Oh
enforcement.
yeah, in life, I can't tell you like, and this is where again it affects my being a father huge because I want to go out and play with my kids as much as I can and run the fields with them and all this other stuff, and I can't. It just the surgeries that I
It
had,
hurts.
my back problems, the headaches that I have. It's an awful thing, and like I said earlier, I was a jock. I played sports in every single category there was. I go out there and play freaking basketball for hours. My earlier years in the military, I was running 11-minute 2 mile runs. I was maxing out on my PTs. I was doing everything that I needed to do. But now I'm broke. I'm broken. Oh, she closed the door. She was like, "Fuck this! I don't want to hear nothing."
Now they're going to do activities.
Nice.
Whoa.
Wow. You're a little younger than my husband. Oh, finally, I'm a little younger. Nice.
Not you.
Oh, fuck! Damn it. Oh, rodeo
Who?
probably.
Me? Don't say I'm mature.
Sure, being so young. Please don't.
That
take
actually
the
came out pretty good. I like that.
Damn it.
Let's see.
I thought.
Huh? I'm not surprised. I'm just saying you did a good job on this.
Let me see.
And I'm going to show them.
Aw.
What was that? Was that her vinyl? Her sublimation?
That's vinyl, right?
Vinyl?
Yeah, it's vinyl.
Oh, let me see it.
That looks good.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that looks
Kimmy
like
says, "Hell yeah."
Now you
it like came from the store.
Yeah.
My husband isn't always. super
I'll have
mature
I'll have
either.
the community logo to you hopefully tonight. So you can make me my shirt and mug and all the other 30,000. What is dying over there? Is that the dog?
My heart.
Hey, can you die quieter, please?
I'm sad that it's funny that I'm younger. I'm usually older.
That's bullshit. You're not. I am.
Now I'm younger.
I'm,
Awesome. I'm the young guy.
I'm about to be.
Fuck you,
I'm about to be 30,
old men,
38 years old.
geezers.
Next week. Next week.
Is that
right?
gray hair I see?
Oh, there's a lot of
This-
them in there.
This is
Oh
from
wait, I'm
my.
staring at myself.
I was gonna say this is skin pigment from my skin condition.
I just turned 30. I got you by 10 years. Holy shit.
I'll be 40
I'll be
this year.
40.
Holy fuck!
Yes. I'm not the
Okay,
oldest.
Thelanis is older than dirt. Watch this. Hey, Thelanis, how old are you, young Santa?
69.
Oh, he's not even in here anymore. Where'd he go?
He got shit to do.
Thelanis is like 48, 44, something like that.
I saw you not take that sip.
Can you come here?
Oh.
Just put it in your mouth. Just let it happen.
Well,
Open.
Well,
That's what you get for
He ain't
backing
ready for
away.
the Navy.
I was trying to be
just
nice.
swallow it.
Yeah, you just gotta.
She said she was trying to be nice.
Yeah, she
That's
trying to be
what-
nice as she takes
That's
the
what
fork
the clip
and
says.
scrapes the top of my damn mouth.
There's worse things that could have happened.
Did you like it?
Couldn't have been food.
It's okay.
Uh-oh. So if Kenny dies in the next 30 seconds, we understand why. He said it was okay.
Now you know. But yeah, so let's try to sum up the whole being a father, right? Being a father and what it takes and oh yeah, I was trying to say it's like me and I don't know if I said it. I don't think I said it because my daughter came in. Yeah, me and my wife were thinking about having another kid or adopting another kid.
You won't know balls.
Oh no, no, it's just yeah. Me and my wife were excited to have another kid because I just don't like the ones that we have. So we're having another one. No, I snipped myself. I don't have no more kids. After the second one, I'm done.
You got some cheese, it looks like, in your beard.
Yeah, what is that?
Saving that for later.
It was like a lemon raspberry cake.
Oh, I thought it was now and later.
I thought it was mac and cheese.
My parents adopted me when my mom was 40 and my little sister was 2 years. Damn, that's awesome. Whoa, rodeo just. Jesus. I want one more baby. Hell to the no. Absolutely the fuck not.
Something like that.
I saw you not take that sip.
Can you come
If it was possible, I would like
Just
to have
put
one
it in your
kid,
mouth,
but I
just let it happen.
can't do that by myself.
Oh wow, I didn't notice. Okay, did anybody else notice
open?
Well,
Burlock in the
he ain't ready for
background?
the Navy.
No.
Watch him,
No.
watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him right here, watch him.
Can you come here?
Put it
Yeah!
in your mouth. Just let it happen.
Look, one more time, one more time. Yeah!
What do you want?
Hold on. Yes! Put it in the mouth!
Just let it happen.
Fuck!
Yes! Put him in
Put
the
it in your
mouth!
mouth. Just let it happen.
TikTok.
Oh shit!
That's
that
a
was
moment. I
perfect
didn't
timing.
even see that.
I didn't either. And then I look in here.
Look at him. He's all excited.
I look over and be like, what the fuck? He was, hey, I don't know.
Hey,
if
honey, it's
off
steak
topic.
and BJ day.
Oh, March 14th. Steak and BJ Day. Oh, is that today?
Yeah.
Hey! Where's my steak?
He's so mad.
Oh my god, damn fucking builders pieces. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, building sucks. It just, that's
Yeah,
Who
that game.
builds? I just shoot things.
That's what me and Kitty
Well,
do.
he
We
had,
let
he
y'all
had
build.
me trapped in between like the storm and
Do you
a
need
mountain.
Oh.
And he was building the only way out, so I had to fucking try and fight him. I got 5th place though.
Cyberchick wants to know if you want some company on Fortnite.
No, that was my last match. I gotta head to bed and wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Wait, you have to work?
I know, right?
I know,
You-
freaking adulting.
It's work.
Okay.
How else are you gonna pay for those 2-liter things of Pepsi?
So wrapping it up, because I'm wrapping it up as well too.
I stopped doing that years ago.
So did I. That's why I got snipped.
Who wraps it?
Yeah, seriously, man up.
I think the first time I rapped, it's when I had a kid.
That's awful.
Not even joking.
So being a father is a tough job. Being a parent is a tough job. I don't even want to specify just being a father. Being a parent is a tough job because you just introduce something that just change your whole life. But I promise you, every single kid is probably the best kid that you ever had. It's a wonderful blessing. But as a parent, I truly do believe that you need to change your kids' world. You need to mold them as what you think a perfect human would be as much as possible. They're gonna do what they want when they get older. But as the time comes from that 1 to 18 or so as they're in your life, you have to mold them to be the best child as they can be, best human as you can be. Like mine, again, I am super proud of my children. One wants to be anesthesiologist, the other one wants to be a peds, either nurse or doctor, one of the two. But either one has humongous goals, and that's your job as a parent is to bring your children to want to dream big and go for it. Double A, last words of being a father and what you think could, if you had advice for future fathers or things that you learned or things that could help fathers or parents now.
Be patient. They're gonna do things that drive you up the wall.
Ain't that fun?
You're gonna do things that drive them up the wall. Nobody's perfect. If
am.
everything was perfect, then there wouldn't be any crime, there wouldn't be any problems in this world. Do the best you can and understand that you will fail, but you need to learn from those failures.
I like that one. I like that one, especially the being patient one. Rodeo, what you think, buddy? If you had words of wisdom to give future parents or fathers now of things that you learned, what could be the help of it?
Don't give up, because there have been plenty of times where I just, especially with all the mental issues that I've had in the past, that I just want to just jump off a fucking cliff. Bills, things that you don't see coming up, your child getting sick and messing with your job and stuff like that. Just, there's a will, there's a way, and it's gonna happen. And most of the time, I mean, just from my experience, I've always found a way. I've never, there's, even though I feel like, it's hard, I'm not going to get where I need to go. I just know if I don't give up, something's going to happen. And if your kids see that drive in you, then they're going to inherit that from you as well. And they're going to keep fighting, and they're not going to give up in anything that they do. They will keep going and keep going. So,
I like that one. I just like, that's just basically saying that uh, your kids mimic their heroes, and you are their heroes. As much as you might not think of it, they're going to mimic their heroes and look up to you, and they're going to copy you in so many ways, even the bad times that you do. So always try to be the best person that you can be. I like that one, Royo. Brolic, what can you say? And it doesn't have to be about future fathers or what, because you don't have the experience yet. But advice of people, just words of wisdom.
Never give up.
I know I just put you on the spot.
Well, I also grew up with a stepfather, more of it being a father than my actual father. So,
That's awesome.
and there's the real step right there: is one gave up, one didn't. So you always got to keep trying, even if your son or daughter is nothing like you. You just have to keep trying and keep trying. Stay.
Keep pushing.
Yes, keep pushing. Yep.
All right. And with me, I just, again, being the older one, I gripe about it being the older one, but I really do love it, because I get to try to influence a lot, or people might actually look up to me, and really ask me for their advice and stuff like that. And I love it. This is what I'm here for. This is what we're all here for. At the end of the day, a lot of the military personnel that's here with us, we're here to help out each other. Help out as much people as we can whenever we can. If it's new fathers, if it's mothers, if it's anybody, veterans with the problems, mothers with their issues. I want you guys to feel comfortable to come up to us and ask us anything. Ask if you guys don't mind, Rodeo, Double A, and Brawler, if you guys can put your Twitch or wherever they could find you in chat. If you guys enjoyed talking to one or the other, want to ask other questions to anybody else, if we can't find the answer, I promise you we will find the answer for you. But future fathers or fathers, be involved. Be involved. That is my biggest thing. Be involved with your children. I can't tell you how many times my kids' friends have come up to me and was like, "Man, I wish my dad was as cool as you, or would do things as much as your dad does with you." It just be involved as much as you can, because you are. This is, and I say, the parents, mother, father. You are your children's heroes. You really are. You are what your children look up to, and wanna kind of be for the most part. So it is your job to make sure that your children have the best role model that they can have. They just walked in here like they're about to do something stupid.
No, I just wanted to say goodnight.
Okay. Good night. So some of the ones that I was talking to, this is my oldest one. This is who I was talking about most of the time. So be
glad she looks like your wife.
yeah, they both. I'm not mad about it because my wife is absolutely beautiful, so I'm happy about it. Come here, kid. Hurry up.
Get over here.
Hurry up. Come here. I gotta finish up. We're trying to wrap it up, kid. What I should have done with you. Come here. Hey, no.
See your face. No.
Come here. Come here before.
Just all the people.
So this is my little one.
She's so scared.
Look into the camera.
Get out of here. Be involved in your kid's life. Because again, you never know when's the last day you have. You never know when's the last day something would ever be. So be in your kid's life as much as you can. Be their hero. Be what they look up to. Be what they want to be. But also tell them that I am your standard. I am your standard. I want you to be more than that one. I don't want you to stop here. I want you to be even more. So my biggest thing is be in your children's life. Don't be anywhere else. But yeah, I think it's probably the best I can say. Be in your children's life as much
Switching
as
to
possible.
Frontier Gig Fiber has really taken my gaming to the
Whoa.
next level.
No
Whoa.
more lagging? Nope.
Whoa, I don't know what just happened.
I'm getting really
I don't
sick
know
of this
where
level.
we're at right now, but okay.
Do what cable can't.
We got some audio. Okay. there
That
we
was
go.
cool.
Yeah, tell me about it. I don't know what just happened on there. I just hit a button and all of a sudden things got different.
I love being on your streams. We never know what the hell's gonna happen.
You really don't. You never know. Well, Brolic, appreciate you coming through. It's an honor to have you here. Double A, it's always a pleasure to have you. Rodeo, I'm glad you came through. Again, next week. Oh well, I don't want to go that far. Come Wednesday, we are having American. Fuck you.
I was just getting ready to hit that.
And it's really good too.
You gotta be quicker than that.
I have a port wine, and it's absolutely freaking delicious.
I'm gonna send you some mead.
Oh, bro, do
You
it,
send me mead.
do it. Okay, so concentrate, damn it.
Squirrel.
What were we talking about before this one?
We're talking about
Tacos.
Wednesday. And
Wednesday
food.
cooking, food. Thank you. Wednesday, I've had a few things of. Yeah, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. It's one of the best ways you get to me. Wednesday is going to be an American cooking day. We went from Thai food. We went and did Mexican, I guess you could say. And now we're hitting American, and we're going to make burgers. But we're going to try to go. I know my burger is going to be off the wall. The wife was talking about some Krispy Kreme burger. I'm trying to go like freaking the manliest burger that you can get. We're talking about some pulled
Brioche
pork,
bun.
some pulled pork. I'm getting a fucking brioche bun. Those are the best ones to have a fucking burger on here. We're trying to have pulled pork burger, bacon. We're gonna have a fucking manly burger for mine. So we're gonna have
No
a few
tomatoes.
different. No, we're gonna have a few different burgers. So keep tuned on that one. That is Wednesday at 5 p.m. And then next Monday, a good hostess bun. A hostess
He's from
bun?
Oklahoma. Just he's about to make you eat some weird stuff.
Hostess?
Hostess. A hostess bun? What the fuck's a hostess bun?
I think a hostess bun.
You
isn't that like a
you get
cake
it
or
and you
something?
put squirrel on it too.
Huh? It's a brand. Yeah, I thought that was a pastry thing or something.
I thought so. I was thinking like
I don't know. I might have to look at it. Hey, I'm not judging it. I might
like a
look at it.
swirl cake or
I'm,
cupcake
I'm
thing.
not really sure. It's
Hostess
something.
cupcake?
Get 2 Twinkies.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
But,
no, that's
squirrel.
for the hot dog.
Hawaiian buns are great, but not for
Yeah.
not for burgers. I don't think.
No.
But yeah. So Krispy Kreme burgers, manly burgers. This is what's gonna happen. 5:00 p.m. on Wednesday. Come join us. You're gonna have it'll be me and my wife cooking, and then next week a lot for the moms out there, a lot for the females. Expecting moms, future moms come through. Monday will be moms edition. So part 2 of parenting. So it's going to be mom's edition. We're going to have my cousin here. We're going to have possibly my wife as well talking some more on their opinions, their past experiences. So again, you're going to have from all different ages, anywhere from 16 to 9 months to hopefully Bubbles to come in here and talk as well too. To 3 months or so. So you're gonna have a range of parenting from mom's point of view. So come join us next Monday. AA, you're more than welcome to join. Anybody's more than welcome to join. But it's going to be mom's edition on there. I think that's pretty much it. So we're going to raid out to a buddy of mine. Most of you guys know him as Bearded Grizz. He is an awesome guy. He comes and goes when he can. But like always, everybody, love yourself like no one's watching. Love, peace, chicken grease. I'm out of here.
Sweet.